Today, we review a movie starring the Dudikofiest of actors, Michael Dudikoff. This is The Human Shield. I've had this on my list for a long time. There was some file corruption. I never got around to it. But then it was requested. So, here we go. Canon Films, a sure sign of quality. Our movie begins with Dudikoff taking a drive through Iraq in 1985. When, in a shock of all shocks, he sees a evil warlord doing evil warlord shit and starts a fight with him. Oh, I have a shitload of yelling to do about this movie during the summary phase. But right now, let's just power through a plot synopsis. We skip to 5 years in the future when Kuwaiti nationals are being allowed out of Iraq. It's being half-heartedly covered by the news, but they suddenly give a shit when an American gets involved.
Wait a minute, what's going on? I'm an American citizen.
Bastards are taking away an American. Get that on tape.
This turns out to be the brother of Michael Dudikoff's character, and he was kidnapped by the same warlord that Dudikoff cut in the face 5 years earlier.
Are you punishing me because of something that my brother did?
Speaking of your brother, when did you see him last?
Long time ago.
You must miss him very much.
Yes, I do.
Me too, Mr. Matthews, me too.
Why in the blue fuck this moron went on vacation to Iraq during the Iraq war? No, I said I'll save it for the end. I will. On with the summary. Dudikoff sneaks into Iraq and immediately buys weapons. Like within seconds, the first person he talks to sells him grenades and machine guns.
Hey, Americano. Montage. Coke. A woman. What else you got? What do you need?
A gun. Take this one. This one.
After just casually walking across the military checkpoint, he does eventually get seen and we get a Jeep chase. During another escape scene, because this guy's kidnapped a bunch of times, he makes a deal with the Kurds to help him, but then makes a deal with the Iraqi warlord. Oh, I'll let you kidnap me again if you let the Kurds go. Well, let's see how that works out with negotiating with a terrorist. His brother, meanwhile, is, without explanation, being very well taken care of by a guard that's giving him his insulin properly and sneaking him food. It's never explained why this guard is nice.
What's that hole? I will. Where are we going?
And oh yeah, there's a subplot I almost forgot about where he has an ex-girlfriend in Iraq that he sees at the refugee camp.
How have you been?
Fine.
Now that he's been kidnapped a couple times and all his friends are dead, we're mostly action from here on out of him escaping and fighting through hordes of people. It turns out his girlfriend is married to and has a kid with the warlord because women in Iraq have no options, so she was forced to marry a warlord for his protection. It makes no. Save it for the end, Ray. Save it for the end.
If I didn't marry him, you would have been killed.
It's this, isn't it?
What? Your scar? Your scar is the most beautiful part of your body.
Why is that? Because you think I'm weak? I didn't kill him? Because I let my desire for you blind me? Is that why you love my scar?
No. I love your scar because it reminds me of the man who did it.
Bitch!
Do you want to get raped by an Iraqi warlord? Because that's how you get raped by an Iraqi warlord. With almost everybody dead, they decide to take out a chemical plant. I don't know. He shoots a control panel and the building explodes. Good guys win. Overall, action, great. Dudikoff, great. But why is he so shocked when the bad guy does bad things? Like, oh my gosh, an Iraqi warlord's killing innocent people. I, for one, am shocked. Why the fuck was his brother in Iraq when he knows that his brother is wanted by the government and he has a kill on sight order? Well, that seems like a good place for a vacation. What? And he must have been on vacation or something because wife and kids are with him. Then Dudikoff just walks into Iraq, just across the border, just hops in the back of a truck. Look how easy this shit is. That's how fucking easy it is. International border during wartime. He's just like, nope, just hop in the back of a truck. And then we get to the female lead, and she marries and has a kid with a terrorist in order to protect Michael Dudikoff when he's not even in the fucking country. He's in America chilling, and she's holding vigil for some reason. Over, how's this guy gonna get to him? He ain't gonna do shit. Why? Why is she having kids with a terrorist? It makes no sense, people. I don't understand. And then they're like, well, let's just go to this factory and blow it up. because we have a model, might as well blow that shit up, and there's a little bit of time left in the movie. Let's blow shit up. Sure. I did like the action in this one, and sure, it's really dumb, but it's canon. It's Michael Dudikoff. If you like these things, this isn't the worst thing you can ever watch. If you were wondering, his ripoff of Under Siege, probably the worst thing you can watch. In classic canon fashion, the writer and director of this movie, Ted Post and Man Rubin, haven't done anything of note since the 70s. There was a co-writer, Mike Webb, who went on to make Face Off and the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie. As for the cast of this one, we of course have Michael Dudikoff in the starring role. He was in tons of these low-budget action films. We'll get to more of them sometime in the future. His brother is played by Tommy Hinckley, who was in a movie in the 80s called The Terror Within. And if I haven't reviewed that movie yet, look for it in the future. The rest of the cast is mostly made up of Israeli and in one case an Argentinian actor, and they're all still active and have lead roles in television series in Israel. So, good for them. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall try to do better next time. Here is a bonus clip of some pretty decent stunt work.